Namaskaram. This is Uma Vijay. In my Bakthee episode, I'd like to say as a seventh episode, we would like to discuss about Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami. The Garuda Panchami is also known as Naga Panchami. Why it is celebrated? What are the significances, importance? When is it celebrated? And in India, in different parts of India, it is celebrated at two different timings. So those details, whatever I know about and I've read about, I've heard about, I'll share it with you. Naga Panchami is celebrated not only by Hindus, it is also celebrated by Buddhists and Jains. During Krishna Avatar, when Lord Krishna was a child and he was in Gokul, there was a snake called Kaliya. And this Kaliya snake was in the pond of water, and it was really troubling all the residents of Gokul, whoever went to fetch water from the pond. And Kaliya was a very, very venomous snake also. So Lord Krishna, he goes and he fought with the venomous snake Kaliya, and he was being pulled down and people thought Krishna has been taken away. But later on he comes out dancing on the head of Kaliya by defeating him in the battle. And that is called Kalinga Mardana. And this Kaliya's defeat, when it happened, Kaliya's wives begged Krishna to spare their husband's life. And apparently this day is the Naga Panchami day. The day that Krishna won the battle with Kaliya is celebrated as Naga Panchami. In Hindu religion, we worship Panchabhutas, that is fire, water, air, earth, and space. And also, we pray to animals such as elephants, cows, horses, Aswamedha Yaga, and all. And plants such as tulsi, vilva, peepal trees, neem tree, and all. And also birds like crow is worshipped, Garuda is worshipped, and we see God and goddesses in every nature's creations. And one among them was worship of snake. It is one of the Indian traditional festival. I read in a magazine that in Bihar, it is this worship of snake, this Naga Panchami, is celebrated for 15 days. And as I said to you, in some part of India, especially in Tamil Nadu from where I come from, this Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami is celebrated in the month of Ashad month, Shravan month, in the beginning of Shravan month. The Shukla Paksha, Panchami Tithi, 4th and 5th Tithis from the waxing and waning moon. Whereas in Karnataka, Rajasthan, Gujarat, in Nepal and all, they celebrated in the waning moon of the same month, in the Shravan month, which is called Krishna Paksha, the 4th and 5th day after the full moon. Now, What are the mites behind these celebration of Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami? In Mahabharata, it is connected with Mahabharata also. Abhimanyu son was Parishit Maharaj. And this Abhimanyu's son, Abhimanyu was in Arjuna's son. And this Parishit Maharaj, he was the one after Dharma, like the Panchapandavas, Dharma was there. After Dharma finished ruling Hastinapura, after his era, Parishit, Abhimanyu and Uttarai's son rules the Hastinapura. He was such a pious man, and he was there during Dwapara Yuga, and he has performed many yajnas and very religious person. Once when he was going for a hunting, kings go for hunting, and when he goes for a hunting in a forest, he sees an ashram where there was a sage was in his doing his penance. The sage's name was Samigar. And Parishit tried to get the attention of the priest by calling him and getting him out of the tapas. But Sage Samir was totally immersed into his tapas, and he didn't even hear or didn't even open his eyes for Parishit's call. So Parishit got angry, and what he did was he took a dead snake that was there. He took the dead snake and put on the neck of this Samiga's neck, the sage Samiga's snake, and he walked away. Later on, when Samigar comes to know about it, Samigar's son, his name is Siringi. The Siringi Rishi, he was also a sage. He got so angry that a dead snake has been put on his father's snake to disturb his penance. So he says, whoever has done it, in 7 days, let their death come by the snake bite. And when Parishit comes to know about it, he feels sorry. And he protects himself, his palace, his country from snakes. But the curse of the Rishi was so strong that he couldn't escape the death. And there was a snake called Dakshak. And the Dakshak snake bit Parishit, and Parishit died. And knowing the father's demise due to this snake bite, Parishit's son, Janameye Jaya, he calls for a Sarba Yajna. The Sarba Yajna is done to attract all the snakes, Sarba is snake, from the earth, and ask them and sacrifice them in the fire. People nowadays don't believe the effect of the curses. The Sri Shap, Guru Shap, Brahmana Shap, Brahmachari Shap, all has so much power. The intensity is still there. And without realizing, Some people, they play and they hurt. They get the curses, which affects their generation to come also. Now, going back to this story, Parishit's son, Janamejaya, starts conducting the Sarva Yajna. Because in Hinduism, we do the yajna. In the fire, we invite devatas and we ask them to come and get the food, the aguti, and take it. That is why even for Shraddh period, during the death ceremony, we believe that our Pitrus come down in the Agni and collect the food and go back and bless us. The same way, when the yajna was done, all the snakes were asked to jump into the fire and finish their life. At that time, sage Ashtika comes there and he tells King Janamejaya, the sacrificing of snakes is not good and he shouldn't be doing it just because a snake bit his father. And the day it got stopped, the yajna got stopped and the snakes were saved from the yajna, Sarva Yajna, is Shravana month, Shukla Paksha Panchami day. Praying on Naga Panchami day will help a person suffering from mental disturbances. It also clears obstacles from getting married, from having childbirth, from progressing in life, everything. There is a story in connection to it which has taken place in north of India, that there was a very, very healthy merchant who had 7 sons. And the 7 sons got married and the youngest son's wife was very, very pious girl. But she didn't have parents of her own. She was an orphan. One day all the ladies, all the daughter-in-laws, they go to the field to bring some soil home. When they were digging the soil, there comes a snake. And the oldest daughter-in-law tries to hit the snake with the axe that she had to plow the field. But the youngest daughter-in-law, she comes to rescue of that snake and tell the snake, sorry for what she has done. Please don't curse her. Don't give us any sharp. Please stay here. I'll go home. I will bring milk for you and kindly apologize. And I treat you like my brother. The snake waited there. This girl comes home and due to household works, she forgets that the snake would be waiting. And then when she remembers, oh my God, I told the snake to wait there, she takes little bit of milk in her small cup in a bowl and she goes there to see, surprisingly, the snake was still waiting there. So she goes there, she apologizes to the snake for her forgetfulness and she offers the milk. And the snake also drinks the milk and goes away. And after that, a time comes, all the daughter-in-laws of this merchant will be going to their mother's place, mother's houses, to celebrate a festival and bring some more wealth from their side. And this girl, she didn't have anyone anywhere to go. So she was staying at home. At that time, out of nowhere, a very young, charming man comes into this merchant's house and says, I am the brother of this youngest daughter-in-law. And when the marriage took place, I was in a foreign land. I couldn't come. Now only I came to know my sister is married in this family. I would like to take my sister to my house and then send her back after the function is finished. So this youngest daughter follows the brother and she wonders who it is. And after leaving the house, the man turns into snake and says, because you call me brother, I am here to take you. You are not an orphan. Come to my Bada Lok. So he takes her to the Nag Lok and keeps her very, very happy. And when she was about to leave, he gives her lots of jewelries, everything. And she comes back to her in-laws' place. And one of the necklace that the snake gave her was so attractive, and people were looking at it and they couldn't mesmerized with it. And the news slowly spreads to the queen also. And the queen wanted such a precious, unique necklace for herself. So the king orders the necklace to be brought back to the queen. And it was done. When the queen wore the necklace on her neck, it turned out to be a snake. And she got scared. And the king called the youngest daughter-in-law and asked. Then she said everything about what happened long time ago and how the snake has become her brother. And that necklace, when it is on her neck alone, it will be like a necklace. Anyone else wears it, it will turn into Nag, the snake. So people understand how the Nag has become her brother. And there is also, they say, another story behind it is, there was a man who had 2 sons and a daughter. And when the 2 sons were plowing in the field, one of the son, he finds 3 little baby snakes and he kills the baby snakes, due to which the mother snake gets very, very angry and it comes and kills both the sons and the mother. The next day morning, when the daughter wakes up, she sees that her brothers and the mother has been killed, and it was due to the angry from the mother snake. She goes and offers milk, she prays and she says, please give back my brother's life. And after praying, the mother snake gives the life back to the brothers. So this is also the reason anyone with the brothers, they do the vrat of Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami for the welfare of their brothers. And anyone in their horoscope when they were born, they have got the Sarp Dosh, which is Rahu and Ketu, are placed in such a position. It calls Naga Dosh, Kala Sarpa Dosh, or Putra Dosh. Those people, if they follow and if they do the vrat on the Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami day, this will ease or even nullify the bad effects of the Naga Dosh. On this day, this year, the Naga Chadurthi is on 20th of August, which is a Sunday, and Garuda Panchami is on 21st of August 2023, Monday. And On this day in south of India, I still remember going to the nearby temples where snake hives are there. We pour milk there, and the stones of snake god idol, we apply turmeric and kumkum and offer fruits, flowers, and milk as an prasad that day. In Maharashtra, apparently, people on this day wear 9-yard sari and they make laddus with black sesame seeds and also offer coconut sweets. And also some other parts of India, they offer halwa, suji, milk, everything to Nag Vrat for the Nag Puja. And also, there is another myth about this Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami. Lord Brahma's son is Kashyap Rishi. And Kashyap Rishi marries King Prajapati's 2 daughters who are sisters. They are called Katru and Vinita. Katru delivers the race of snakes, Naga, whereas Vinita delivers Garuda, the eagle, and also Aruna. Aruna is a person who is the chariot driver for Surya Bhagavan. Now, once there will be a fight between Katru and Vinita, and during which they say whoever wins the battle, the argument, the fight, the other person will become their slave. And Katru won the battle, the fight. So, Vinita's son, Garuda, had to become slave along with his mother to Katru, his auntie. And he had to carry Katru's children wherever they wanted to go. And he was very, very, very upset about what happened to his mother, and he wanted to get the freedom to his mother and to himself. And during this time, Katru had problems with her own son, which was the snakes. So, the Katru curses her own son, saying he and his associates, everybody will die by falling in fire. Once again I say, the shab of us three, Matru shab, Pitru shab, Guru shab, Patni shab, Brahmachari shab, has so much of power. Out of anger, when Katru curses her children that they will die out of, his race will die in the fire. That is what happened when Parishit's son, Janmejaya, King Janmejaya, performed the Sarb Yajna. All the snakes fell in the fire and they started dying. Now, going back to Garuda, Garuda goes to Vaikunta and then he requests Mahavishnu and comes out of the slavery for himself, his mother and brother Aruna. And the day Garuda has been accepted by Mahavishnu as his Vahan, the person to carry Mahavishnu, is called Garuda Panchami day. On this day, we don't dig or no digging or tilling of the ground is allowed. Even consuming of leafy vegetables has been said not to follow that. There are Ashta Nag. They are called Ananta, Vasuki, Kambala, Karkotaka, Tridhrashtra, Sankabala, Kaliya, Pingala, Dakshaka, and all. Praying to them on this day gives lots of benefits, and it also gives good health to the brothers of the person who is praying. And we believe this earth is being carried or held by the snake called Ananta. So worshipping Ananta on this day also will benefit all of us. So I was supposed to put this video a couple of days ago, but hope this gives a little bit of time for people to do the puja today and get the benefit of Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami. Wishing you all a very, very happy Garuda Panchami, Naga Chadurthi and Garuda Panchami day. If you like this video as an informative one, please kindly share it with your friends and place your comments. Thank you.